Today we're going to talk about logistics, one of the biggest nightmares with e-commerce in Nigeria. Now I'm going to break this video into 3 key parts, right? The first one is dealing with customers, especially Nigerian customers. The next one is you dealing with the dispatch partners themselves. And the final one is your packaging, how to package products for dispatch or e-commerce in Nigeria and things like that. So when we talk about Nigerian customers, I want you to understand one key thing. The first one is there are certain things that are not within your control. No matter what happens, you have zero control over those things. And then there are things that are within your control. And I'll give you an example. If somebody has already picked up your product to deliver, once that product has left your warehouse, or it has left your shop, or if it's left your place of operations, business operations, once it has left that place, there are very few things that you can do to get that product into the hands of the customer by yourself. You have put that product in the hands of the dispatch partner. Hopefully you prayed about it as it was going out. But typically, until that dispatch partner or rider delivers that product, there's nothing you can do. You can call them a million times to say, oh, where are you now? Where are you now? Things like that. Now, some people think that the more times you call them, the faster they will deliver your product. And that is not true. That's just, you're just wasting your time, wasting your credit, and put yourself under unnecessary anxiety. With logistics, not just in Nigeria, by the way, logistics on a global scale, there will be deliveries that will go missing. There will be deliveries that are damaged. And then there will be deliveries that will never be delivered. Right? You understand these things will happen. Once you understand that these things will happen, right? And it's funny because the bigger you get, naturally, there should be that error. Hopefully it's small, but there should be that error that is typical or bound to happen, that sort of thing. There's human error, stuff like that. Maybe when AI has taken over all the logistics channels, things like that, maybe this will never happen. But, there is that room for error that, this thing might get damaged. This thing might not get delivered in time. Things like that. Now, what are the things within your control? Don't promise a particular timeline. No matter how much that customer is paying, please, I beg you, don't do it. Don't tell them that, it will be delivered by tomorrow, 12 p.m. No. Don't do that. Don't put yourself under that pressure. Are you the one going to deliver it yourself? Okay, if you're not delivering it yourself, that's even fine. But what if there's traffic? What if something happens? Okay, no way. If that happens, I'll tell them, they would understand. Would they? Because when they're narrating that story to their friends and family, they will say that, and they promise that they were going to deliver at 12, but they said traffic. And then some of those friends that are pessimistic or very cynical will be like, isn't it Nigerian business? I'm not joking. This is exactly how, and again, because I've seen these things happen so many times and it's very annoying. That's why I'm telling you that, see, don't do it. Don't promise a timeline. Best case scenario, you need this delivered tomorrow by 12. Let's see what we can do. We'll try our best. And you leave it there. Because truly, all you can do is try your best. Number 2, when this problem arises, right, or when this problem comes, because they will come, don't go into hiding first and let them come and look for you, right? Don't be the person to go and hide first and wait for the person or the customer to call you. Take initiative. Call them immediately. Send them a message. See, I'm so sorry, but this is what has happened, right? These are the options. So what we can do is we can reschedule the delivery first thing tomorrow morning, or we can give you a discount on your next order. That's what I always used to do, because I've seen very few customers that don't love discount on their next order. I've seen very few customers say no, thank you. They always say, okay, no problem, we'll wait. Because most times what will happen is the time frame that they needed that particular item, which most times is not the truth. Because all of a sudden, everybody's traveling at 4 a.m. in the morning. Now, so anyways, that particular time frame, you will notice that when it's time, when you don't deliver it, some will grumble, some will be like, then I don't need it. Some would say, take it back, refund me my money, which is fine. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. If your business is solely dependent on somebody patronizing you and you can't collect your product back and refund them, there's a lot of work to be done in your business. And don't go on the defensive right now when you hear that and say, you are saying that because... No, I'm not saying that because of anything. It's how you need to think. You don't want to be in business and be dependent on customers. Be in business because you offer value. So if somebody doesn't see that value, they should, you know the word I'm talking of in my head and your head, they should get out. Like, there are other people that can patronize you. That's pretty much how you want to think about it, right? So yes, I say this because when problems arise or when issues happen, be the person to alert the customer of the problem. Don't let the customer alert you of the problem. If you know that they're not going to be, that product is not going to be delivered today, tell the customer that right now, I'm not sure what's going on. I've been trying to reach my dispatch partner. They're not responding. But I'll let you know what's going on. Please expect delay in your delivery. I am sincerely sorry. The next one is the dispatch partners. Now, this is going to be very, very brutal. Like, brace yourselves. If your dispatch partner, if a dispatch partner comes to your house, or they come to pick up an item, or whatever, or they come to your business, your place of operations, and you see that this dispatch partner, number one, they didn't take their dressing seriously. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they should wear a tie and all of that. No. But there are just a few things missing. The helmet is not, I don't know how to explain these things, but I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. The padlock that is on the box is not locked. So the box is actually open. So in traffic, somebody can just go there, open the box, jack it and take what's inside. See, red flag. Abort mission. Don't work with those dispatch people. Don't. Premium tiers. I see the future. Premium tiers. I'm telling you this because I've experienced this. Right? So they say they say success leaves clues, right? It's the same thing with chaos. Chaos too leaves clues. If you pay close attention, you will see chaos. You will see it. So those are one of the things that I look out for. For the operations manager or whatever you want to call them, or the owner of the business, the person that you are contacting that is running the deliveries itself. So when you have a delivery, you don't send it to the rider or the driver, right? You send it to their madam, or you send it to the operations person within that company. How does that person respond? Right? There is a way where you can tell how somebody will treat your business in the way they engage with you when doing business. You can tell. It's innate. You just feel it. You just be like, I see problem ahead. Right? That kind of thing. And once you see it, please don't be the person of, maybe it's my assumption. If your intuition and your spidey senses are doing ding, 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 please, by all means. The one thing I like about our beautiful country, Nigeria, is when it comes to this logistics thing, we have a huge amount of different logistics people to pick from. It's just the few that are really, really, really outstanding. Well, they're not few, they're a lot for they begin to drag me on the internet. But, once you begin to notice that this one will give me a headache, cut it off. Go and look for somebody else that you know you can work with. Because when it comes to logistics, it's so important in your business, guys. It's so important. So try to avoid any issues or any potential issues once you begin to interact with these people. Now, if, for example, there's a problem, a dispatch partner that you want to work with for the long term and the long haul will call you and let you know that, see, this is a problem. This is a problem and we can't solve this problem today. So can you reach out to the customer and let them know? Or can we go ahead to reach out to the customer directly on your behalf and let them know? I have worked with maybe 2 or 3 partners that have offered this as a solution. So we're going to the point where if there's something wrong with my deliveries, they know what to do. Like, obviously, some people say, systems, processes, all of that, which is great. It's true. Put those systems in place. But they're the ones that also offered the first time. Because again, like I said, with logistics, these things happen. So that's how you want to work with these people or identify who to work with, which dispatch partner to work with. Now, let's talk about packaging. When it comes to packaging, the only thing I'm going to tell you to do is please use a packaging and use some form of packaging that seals. Like, if somebody opens it, it will be obvious that, yes, somebody opened it. Don't use those packaging where you will leave on some small holes in one corner because they will steal your product. They will steal it. Like, there's no other way for me to put it for you. They will steal it. And I don't want that to happen to you. Simple. So when it comes to packaging, my favorite is all those massive carrier bags, like very massive, like A3. How does this boy do how does he do the size for me again? I don't know. I can't remember. But basically, there are these massive bags that you can put so if your business has like all those nice fancy carrier bags, I'm not saying don't do that, okay? I love it. The carrier bags are actually quite dope. And it depends on what you sell. Like most of the people that sell shoes and all that, it gives you that distinct touch. But what I would strongly suggest is put your carrier bag and all those fancy things, put it in a bigger bag and seal it. That way, when it's being delivered, let the customer be the ones to open it. Because that's all I will say. I will not say more than that. So that's pretty much how you want to navigate your logistics in Nigeria. Now, when it comes to picking the dispatch partners to work with, my formula is very, very simple. 2 partners in each major city where I do a lot of deliveries. So, for example, within Lagos, I have 2 dispatch partners. Within Abuja, 2 dispatch partners. Within Port Harcourt, 2 dispatch partners. And then maybe some pockets, so maybe within Edo, because you have a few deliveries that come from Edo, 2 dispatch partners, and 1 dispatch partner instead of 2, because Edo's business is not as big as these other 3 key cities or 3 key states, right? But that's pretty much how you want to do it. Pick 2 partners, right? Now, there's a reason I'm telling you to pick 2, but let's just continue. Now, interstate, so from Lagos to Abuja, or Abuja to Kano, or Abuja to Zaria, or Abuja to, Port Harcourt, you need a dispatch partner that can do those deliveries for you, right? And you also need 2 options. You need 2 options. Have 2 options. Don't just rely on one. There's a reason why. We'll talk about it, but don't just rely on one. And then outside the country, so from Nigeria to Canada, from Nigeria to the US, from Nigeria to Brazil, you also want to have 2 options as well. 2 options. I'm not going to tell you which options to pick, right? Because I already have a video that talks about that. But you want to have 2 options, okay? Good. Now, why am I telling you to pick 2 options? The 2 dispatch partners I'm working with, one of them is going to get 80% of my deliveries, 80% of my business, and that 20% is just somebody that will give once in a while. That person is my second option. You always want to have a second option. You don't want to be solely dependent on one business, on one dispatch partner, because at some point that dispatch partner might go bust. They might have to do they might have to service their bikes. One day the rider that they employed will just go and be excited. Maybe he took something, will not go into BRT lane. They will not lock the bike. Then maybe that day, rain will fall. So another bike that would have come and collect my product, that bike will not knock somewhere else. Before you know it, 3 days, 4 days out of commission. And I'm just dependent on that one dispatch partner. So that's why you always want to have 2 dispatch partners. So that when life happens, you are ready for life to happen. Okay? So you have those 2 different ones to work with. And again, I say this because these things are bound to happen. Like, don't waste your energy on problems that are too big to be solved. Focus on the small ones that you know that, yes, I can stop this from repeating itself again. And then solve those ones. And you don't know that as you grow in business, naturally, you will be growing healthier. You will not be having unnecessary headache. Because that's also a big issue, right? So that's pretty much how you want to set up your logistics business. If you want to see other e-commerce apps that I use for my own e-commerce business, you can watch this video here. It's pretty long, but this is where I talk about the logistic partners that I currently use, even till today, and then other apps that I use as well. So you can just check that video out.